is up, people? What is up? I am live. I am BLC646. I am your host of The Most. Today, gonna be finally gonna be talking about megacon in Orlando, Florida. Took me a while to find some time to finally do this show. Just gonna wait a little while because I know there's like a 5-minute lag for people the time they get their alerts, the time they get that I'm actually live. So I might just use that time to go over to my non-sponsors, like I always like to do, give out my shout outs to everybody. So I gotta give out shout outs to my man Erod212 Express Comic Book Pressing Services, guys. Use that warrior code 10, get that 10% off. Instagram is ExpressCBP. His email is expresscbp@yahoo.com, guys. Of course, you can submit your books to CGC, CBCS. They are available, cleaning and presses. Guys, definitely check out the Master Presser. Once again, he's not my sponsors, but I am a customer. Coming next, man, you want to wear what I'm wearing? You want to get a New York Warriors t-shirt right here? This is where you go, the geekyswatchcom, guys. Don't forget to use that New York Warriors. Get that 10% off, but you can also get a T-Roll of the Lord of the Long Box t-shirts also on this website. Definitely check them out. There's their IG. Definitely, they got some great stuff, but don't forget to use that code, man. Might as well save that 10%. You know what I'm saying? Use it for your advantage. Definitely check them out. So coming up next, what can I say about Angie's LCS Online, man? SkeletonComics.com, guys. There's 3 codes. All right. One, of course, is New York Warriors, get 10% off. The other one's Toro 10 to get 10% off. And last but not least, EMW10, which is East Meets West, also gets you 10% off. Definitely check her out on his website if you look for back issues and stuff like that. Everything. Definitely a support Andrew right here. Again, Skeleton.comics, man. Not my sponsors, but I am a customer. And last but not least, what can I say about my man Jose Gonzalez, man? He puts his pride in his work, man. If you don't have one yet, you should get one. Spidey Power tumblers, guys. Custom made Power Cola stainless steel tumblers. Definitely you can get a coffee mug, knife, whatever it is, something custom made. Of course, he finally hit that 200 subs, so congrats to him. So that means somebody will win a customized tumbler or item or whatever they want as an AOK or for themselves. So stay tuned for that. So my man Jose Gonzalez, congrats getting on that 200 subs. So there you go. Those are my shout outs. But they like one more shout out I like to add to Jason's of the Comic Mint, guys. Definitely check them out, man. They helped me a lot at megacon. So I want to give out a shout out to them. So definitely check out Comic Mint also. And don't forget Spineworks, man. I also talked out to Justin, Jason, and Mike and all stuff. So Lenny and Mike, the Spineworks, man, they had a great time meeting up with them. So yeah, man. So hopefully kept a couple of more minutes. I see, people popping in and out. It takes at least a good 5 minutes before anybody even knows I go live. All right. So while people are coming in, so just want me to go check the comments. Nobody here yet. That is fine. So MegaCon was last weekend. Decided to drive down, which was crazy. Went drive down with my wife and one of my grandkids. What's up, Jane Watson's in the house? What is up? Thank you for coming down, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know if Jason, have you ever been to MegaCon? Want to go to MegaCon? I'm not quite sure. But, driving down was pretty hectic. We didn't drive straight down because my wife's sister lives in North Carolina. So we stopped there for a little while, talk, hung out, probably took a nap and everything, then continue on for the trip. I suggest anybody who's probably done a long drive or is going to do a long vacation drive, it's not fun. It's not fun with driving with kids or grandkids. Trip would have been a lot easier, just me and the wifey. But, grandkid, you'll see what's going on, brother. Thank you, ME Comics, man. Thank you for coming down, man. I really appreciate it. I don't know if, again, have you ever been to MegaCon or would like to go to MegaCon? Florida? I don't know. That kid had to go to the bathroom like 100 times. And then if I heard him say one more time, are we there yet? I was going to lose it. That was the whole entire trip. wasn't bad. So I've been to Orlando, but I've never been to megacon. So this is my first time at megacon. It was at the convention center near International Drive, right in Orlando. I got to stay at a hotel that was basically across the street from it. So it was close by, but even the hotel itself was so humongous that it had more than one entrance to get in. And it took me a while to find out where the main entrance or where you actually have to check in was, which was actually like the third entrance that I hit. The reason why it's so big is it's also a convention center across the street from a convention center. So, and there was things going on at that hotel too. I stayed at the Hyatt Regency, was great. Nice hotel. Stayed on the 23rd floor, I believe. When we got there, room still wasn't ready. So basically, I left my wife in the lobby with my grandson and her nephew. He lives in Orlando. He also showed up, so they were hanging out there while I walked across the street to the convention center so I could pick up my passes and all that stuff. Get that out of the way. It was Wednesday, so the convention didn't start till Thursday. So went in there, find out what the entrance was, and holy hell, this place was huge. I asked directions from the front desk. They told me to take the lower level, walk to the other side, then come out, walk across a bridge, which I did. And when I got there, I found out that all those entrances on that side of the building were closed. So you had to walk. They only had one entrance because of the COVID, and you had to walk all the way back to the front of the convention center to get in. What's up, Code Red Comics? I leave my wife too in the lobby when I'm in Florida. Well, it was only temporary because the room wasn't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? So I finally get there to the main entrance, which I was already walking. It was hot as what. And then I walk in. I had to walk some more. This place was huge. Everybody direct me to where to get my badge. Everything was pretty much signed, exactly where to go. So I get there, I sign in, I pick up my badge for myself, and I also pick up my badge for my wife, who was gonna, also go into the con. Then they tell us you have to go sign on to activate your pass, and then they had the link there to sign on. And when you sign on to the link, it brought you to 2019 megacon, which doesn't help to activate your card. But of course, they had people there with these little tablets to try to help you out. And then they send a email to your email, a link to your email to activate your card. The service in there sucked so bad. Your phone just kept spinning and spinning and spinning. You're like, holy hell, you had to go all this just to activate your damn card. I mean, I think they should have had something easier or some type of boosted signal or something to get that going. That took forever. Then I tried to find out where exactly, because I had the premium pass, so I had to go find out where I was supposed to pick up my premium package. They did have signs, but they were big, but this place was so huge, it made the signs look small. You have no idea where the hell you go. You ask people where to go, they have no idea. So I was on one line where it was the shop. I figured that's where you pick up the bag. No, that wasn't it. That was actually the line to pick up the exclusives. Then I finally saw a sign says where you're supposed to go. So I had to walk some more. What did you get to eat big like heck? Oh, don't even tell me about the food. Wait till I get to that part. So I go out in the lobby and then I see another line. So I get on the line, and thank God when I got online, I started talking to people and I asked them about the bags. Where you get the bags? And they told me you had to go into room 209 or something like that, and then that's where you get it when you show your pass. So I got off that line. That line was actually to get into the con. I believe it was Thursday. So I was like, nah. So I got my bag. So this is what you get as a premium person. All right. Get the lithograph right there. Oh my goodness, Jessica, what's up, BLC? Have you also time and megacon? Yes, I did. But thank you so much, Jessica, for that super chat. Not only are $4.99, but you are now entered That gets you an entry, I should say. Get this out. Jessica, that gets you another entry to win a Grand Admiral Thrawn Star Wars Black Series figure. So that's an entry. I believe I put your name on the list. If your name's already on this for another entry, that's another one. So the more you do, the more chances you got to win that. So congratulations, you are now entered to win that. And of course, when I get somebody to give me a super chat, I don't have a video for this, but I do have this clip that I like to do.
To hear the truth from real cops. That's why we had to go undercover with Detective Foley to solve this case. That cuts it, Taggart. You're fired. Yeah? Kiss my ass. Kiss mine. You're fired too. Chief Lutz doesn't have the guts to hear the truth from real cops.
That's what I like to do. Give that little clip. If I had it, easier, I would. But anytime I get a super chat, I like to do that clip. I think it's pretty fun. So congrats, Jessica. So what else I got here was, I still got the paperwork and everything. Oh, they gave me a coupon to save 10% off. Look at that. Didn't even know it was in there. Didn't even use it. I could have used it to buy the stuff that I bought. All right. They gave you a water bottle, which would have came handy, but wait till I tell you, the stuff that was going on there. Jessica loved it. She says, ha ha, awesome. Congratulations. I know that was pretty funny. All right. Top of that, Wolverine #1. I believe this is a Delgado cover. I didn't know this was in the bag, and I bought myself another one, but I believe I got 2 copies. This is a Wolverine #1, a Delgado exclusive, so it's pretty thick too. Looks like square bound, so I got that in the bag. So all this was bag. And then I had to pick out a Funko Pop that they had. There was 4 choices. Code red. Nice. So I picked Goofy. All right. I picked the Goofy one. I was debating between this one and Pluto. I like the Pluto one, but I got the Goofy one. So that was cool. They gave you a bag, and then they give you a cheap lanyard for your badge. Pretty crappy. I think they should have gave you one of the good ones that everybody else was wearing. So, but I bought mine for $5. All right. So that was what was in the bag. I thought they'd probably give you a little more stuff, but it is what it is. I got the bag, got a water bottle. Didn't use it, but it is what it is. So after I found the bag, I was tired. My feet were killing me, but my day wasn't over yet because now I got my bag, right? I got my badges, so I had to go back to the hotel. Left my wife there, so I had to go back. What's up, Kenneth Bird? So I had to go back to the lobby. So of course, when I get there, she's still sitting in the lobby. I guess she didn't get up to check to see if her room was ready. So I walk over to the counter. Sure enough, my room's ready. I go upstairs. So I go upstairs. I put the stuff down. Of course, what happens? It's Thursday. They open, I believe, at 4:00. You know me. I have to pack my hunter bag, and down I went straight into megacon. Okay. When I looked into the program that they have, I couldn't find a CGC booth. They didn't have one. How you not have one in your own backyard in Florida makes no sense to me. CGC should be representing their home state. There wasn't there. CBCS was there. They had their own booth, but CGC wasn't. Okay. So I found out that CGC had third-party booths that were there. There was maybe about 2, 3, at least 3 that I know of that was accepting CGC submission, but one of them wasn't doing signings, but the other 2 were. Okay. So I found Spineworks, Lenny, and the first person I found, and I started dealing with them. But the problem with that was I left my signed books upstairs in the hotel room because I didn't think they were there. I didn't know they were there. and I would have loved to start getting that done. But I did have 2 books with me in my bag that was supposed to be signed and graded. So I started the paperwork at least, and I was going to add more books on there when I get the books. So I called my wife, told my wife, said, listen, in the hotel room, you're going to find 2 red boxes on top of the table. Can you bring that down to me? Because those are my signed books in the 2 boxes. She said, fine, no problem. So while she was doing that, I did the paperwork. I got online with my 2 books that I had. There were Star Trek books, and I got online for William Shatner. Okay. Went over in the back where the artist was, long hallway, got online, and sure enough, the line, I'm expecting a massive crowd, even though it's the first day. Okay. Because I think he's only there for only 2 days. He's only there Thursday, Friday. So I'm figuring he has to have a massive line. No, he did not have a massive line. It was only a few people. And I was like, damn, okay, I'll take this anytime. So I got up there real quick. I met him, talked to him for a little bit. He signed both of my books. And I finally got, to meet him. I tried meeting him the first time in Big Apple, but that didn't work out. But I finally got to meet William Shatner. I got my 2 books signed. So I headed back to the table. Went to the table, started writing a book. My wife showed up. She gave me the 2 boxes. I says, do what you got to do. So she was hunting for something. So she went out looking for whatever it was. And I started to get more books signed. So, of course, you have to have a witness with CGC to get all these books signed. So I was assigned a witness to go around and get autographs. So I went over to Clinton Crane's table. I believe I got 4 books signed by him. Then I went to Arthur Soydan, and I went to get 1 book signed by him, but he had another book on the table that I already have, but I wanted, because I believe somebody else wanted one and wanted signed. So I said, you know what, hell with it. So I bought both of the books and got it signed, and it was like, made a deal with Arthur Soydan, and everything was about $100 for the 2 books being signed. Plus, I bought the 1 book and for the signatures and everything. Then I went to Greg Horn. I got 1 book signed by him, and I bought some things from there. And then I went over to John Gange, I believe. It's one of the ways to say it. I don't know which one. So I had about 10 books signed by him. All right. So total of everything was about 18 books signed. Okay. The Star Trek one was signed by Shatner, but I also wanted to add on George Sulu onto the books, but he's only there until Saturday and Sunday, while Shatner is there Thursday and Friday. So if you guys don't know, I don't know if this is a spoiler alert or not, but they don't get along. That's the reason why William is there 2 days. George is there the other 2 days. They don't get along. That's why they're there on 2 different days. I didn't know, whatever. But I did get George's autograph on those 2 books on Saturday. Okay. So when I finally got up to meet him and I wrote his name, it was funny because the books that I gave him, he asked me where to sign. I says, it doesn't matter. He says, well, on the cover, there's 2 heads. You got Spock and you got Captain Kirk. So George goes, all right, so what happens if I sign over his forehead? I said, that's fine with me. Because if you write over his forehead, you're going to give him a headache. So George cracked up, laughed all about it. So I said, now that you signed your name over his forehead, he's not going to forget you. Again, George was cracking up. He had a great time. I had him rolling, laughing a storm. So that was pretty funny. So I got those 2 books signed. So I got all my books signed on Saturday. Just those 2 books was the last ones to get double SIGs, but everything else was done on Thursday. So Thursday, really didn't do much shopping. Like I said, mostly it was all SIGs. Walked around, hung out, met Lenny, Spineworks, Mike, hung out with them. Then they took me over to Jason's booth. We hung out with them for a little while. So I did do 4 clips of videos, real short live videos at the con. And I met up with, the other YouTubers on that later on in the other days. I tried to meet up with them on the first 2 days, but for some reason we kept missing each other. And there was some other YouTubers that were there, but they were already gone. So what case may be. So again, all right. So the venue, big, place was huge. All right. Air conditioning was pumping. So it was cool inside. So that was the good thing. All right. And they had so much extra space where they could put more booths. It was amazing. And the place was huge as it is. So, I mean, for what I paid for and to have fun, yeah, you know. Now, I believe they were asking me, what did I eat? Let me tell you something. It's expensive like hell. You wanted a bottle of water, it cost you $4. You wanted a bottle of soda, it was $4. Everything was like $10 or $12 to get something to eat. I mean, it wasn't the best. You know, they had these little stands inside the where everything was on the side, like the exits, and then on the other side in the hallways, they had some more booths. But they did have a lunchroom downstairs, you know, cafeteria or whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't say it was that great. You know, I ate, you know, just as something to put in my stomach. But most of the time I ate out, or again, you got to bring your own water or whatever. Weapon X, did they have hot dog cards, guys, pending $1 for hot dog? Well, they did have a Nathan's hot dog stand in there, Weapon X, and it wasn't $1. That's what I can tell you that much. A hot dog was like $7-8 or something like that. And if you want a sauerkraut, they charge you another $1 on top of it. Yeah, that cost you money. I mean, you had to bring water, and trust me, that even if you did bring water, you would have drank that up, you know, real quick, and you still had to get something. Hello, by the way. So, yeah. So, did I have fun? Yes. Yes, I did have fun. I met a lot of people. All right, it was great. Some people like did miss. All right, I believe Lost Cause was there. Missed him. Geek Aficionado was only there for a day or two. I missed him. I believe there was another person. I can't remember offhand. I know on Instagram we were supposed to try to meet up on the last day, but the last day I had, you know, try to rush out to try, you know, drive home. But I did meet a lot of people. Steve Whiting was there. What's up, Tack Comics? All right. I meet Steve Whiting, cool guy, this, that, and everything. I also met Cookie, Little Podcast. Okay. I also met Stay Puff, cool guy, man. We talked, we rapped for a little while. Bronze Age Brian, I also bumped into. Shaw Miller, Grunt Comics, 4M Comics, I bumped into. Jim Boatwright and his kids, I bumped into. You know, and then of course I wasn't expecting to bump into this person. I didn't think he was going to be there. If you watch his video, he also didn't tell anybody. What's up, DLE? Covers and Keys. Yeah, DLE was also there. It was great meeting him too. I had a ball with him with Grunt Comics. I bumped in Comics with Bueller, which was funny. Didn't know he was there. We talked a little bit. I think like on the third day. We sat down and talked to him for a little while. He's about my height and everything, so it was cool to finally actually meet him because he's over in the West Coast. So that was a big surprise to actually meet him. And the last day, I wanted to leave early because, you know, we had a long drive. So we found out that Rod the Rican was supposed to be there on Sunday. And I waited and waited and waited, and finally he showed up. So I finally got to meet Rod. I hugged him. You know, we took a picture and everything. We talked for a little while, but I had to run. My wife was waiting for me. She wanted to kill me because we already had checked out of the room and, you know, we were ready to go. But my wife didn't tell me that she had plans to do some stuff before we left too. You know, so I didn't know until I got over there and, you know, we did, you know, did what we had to do with her. Do some shopping, picking up some stuff before we left. I didn't know none of her plans, but that was awesome. megacon, I waited for so long. I bought these tickets so far in advance. Didn't know who was going to be there when I first did it, and I'm glad I did. Even though there was a lot of people that canceled, but there was still a lot of people that showed up. A lot of celebrities. I still had a great time. I wouldn't pass it up. It was awesome. So, like I said, this book came in the bag, right? With the promo bag to pass. So I didn't know if I would have known I wouldn't have bought another copy. But so I hit the shop, the Fan Expo shop, which I didn't use my 10% off, which my mind was slipping as it is. So I did get a Batman one foil. This is a C cover. So these are a lot of foil covers, so you're really hard going to see it. Is Batman choking the crap out of the Joker. So I did pick that up. All right. And of course, I picked up this card. I didn't know I had it in the bag. So this is the Delato cover, Wolverine #1. So I got 2 copies. You know, if you don't have 2, you got better have better than 1. Let's see. Sounds like it was definitely worth it. Cool. Yes, it was. Figure drawing. Thank you for coming down. Code Red Comics. Believe if I remember right, Code Red Comics had a booth there. I think I swung by it once or twice, but I was so much in the run. Should have stopped by to say hello. But you know, place was huge, man. Let me tell you, I didn't even think I even hit the back corner at all, where all the what you call, like, those pictures were being taken. You know, all this stuff. I didn't even hit that corner. And I was there for 4 days. So imagine, I didn't have time to do none of that stuff with all the things I was going through. You know, when you're on a hunt and you got things to do and you're on a mission, even though you're 4 days, you try to knock it down and meet people and have fun and hanging out. And the time just flies, man. It just blows right by. So I picked up Batman 608. I believe this is the 2nd printing foil cover. All right, I believe it's supposed to be a Jim Lee cover, man. That's just badass. I love Batman. That is just classic with the bat signal on the top there. So I had to get that. You know, how you not pass up on Batman. Then I picked up Batman Harley Quinn, Alex Ross, the classic Joker with Harley right there, foil cover. That's just sickening, bro. It's just sickening. That is crazy. So that was a couple of books. That's what I picked up at the shop, right? So of course I didn't really do any hunting, dive into the long boxes until I believe the 2nd and the last day I hit a couple of boxes to pick up, because I was running around doing stuff, meeting people, doing all kinds of stuff. Let's see. There's some good Puerto Rican restaurants around there. Cat Code Red. Yes. Let me touch on that real quick. My wife found the spots while I'm in there doing my thing. She was out there doing her thing. She took me to, I don't know where it is. It wasn't far away from the convention center, but it's an area where it's a lot of the food trucks. Okay, and every single food truck was a Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican type food, and they had I would say about 30 different food trucks, and they had all types of food, piraguas, like refreshing drinks. It was insane. My wife went crazy. She went to get some acapurias, and oh my god, it was just crazy. That's right. Yeah, when she found that she was at, and that's where she had to hit that before we left. That was on her agenda. Do you mean fusion food trucks? Fusion, I don't know about fusion food trucks, but there was all different types of trucks. Some of them with just food, some with type drinks. It was insane. Yo, if you just went there and you smell the aroma of all that awesome Spanish food in the air, bro, let me tell you, man, it just makes you hungry. Oh my god! And she had to stop there because she had to pick up some food to take off to her nephew's house in Orlando, and then she actually took some food with her to take to North Carolina to her sisters because they know about the spot and they were dying for some food. So she bought a lot of stuff from there, and we took it with us. So it was awesome. So while we were sitting there, we ate our food real quick, and then we ordered some more stuff to take with us. When we were there, you could hear the thunder coming, and it started getting dark. So we got our food. We just made it in time, grabbed our stuff, took off, got to the car. As soon as we got in the car, packed everything in, it just started pouring rain. That's every time I said pouring rain, everybody from Florida says, well, that's Florida. That's how it is. So it's pouring rain. So we took off. A dope spot, man. Dope spot. Crazy. Yeah. Do you smell like man? You smelled everything, man. Chicken, pernil, pork chop, chuleta, everything, man. It's like being at home for me. That's just the home smell for me. I couldn't resist. That was just awesome. So, yeah. So, like I said, I met a whole bunch of artists. Clayton Crane I met before. Talked to him for a little while. First time I met Greg Horn. Nice guy. So that's the first time I met him and John Gage. Again, talked to all these guys. I had a great time. So let me go into some books that I picked up. All right. While I was doing the Greg Horn signing, I saw some books, caught my eye, and says how much they were, and I bought them. So I picked this nice G.I. Joe. I Want You, Join the United Snakes of America cover. I mean, to me, that's just crazy Greg Horn right there, badass. I said, hell yeah, I'll take it. And then I got this other one. I love these G.I. Joes, Loose Lips, Sink Ships. Man, I mean, that's just awesome books. Wasn't expensive at all. So that's what I got from Greg Horn's table. So I kept looking around. So on the last day, I was hanging out with Stay Puft. We were, talking, hanging out, this and everything. So went into this box. Prices were on the back of each one. So I said, let me dig in here and see what I can find. So I got this Batman 342. Nice looking condition for $5 versus the Man Bat. That was a $5 book right there. Of course, there was deals also. You didn't pay full price, which was good. And especially on the last day. The last day, they don't want to take the books back. Then I found this G.I. Joe. What is this? 118. All right. Nice looking condition books. Again, another $5 book. These were all in $5 bins, man. Then I found this Transformers 64. All right. Transformers 65. Couldn't pass this up. DC presents Superman and the Flash. This is issue, I believe it's issue 1. Look at that. I got issue 1. Classic DC presents book. Nice looking condition. I saw this one, 120, the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. All right, the anniversary issue. Why not pick it up? Classic cover. All right. So while I was looking at the $5 bin, I looked on the wall and I saw a book. Let me see here. I figure it says nice. My favorite Baroness cover is the author Adams one. Yes, it is older. And Ted says I have the whole run of Transformer. You do? Oh man, I don't. That's one of the things I like. I like to complete my set, so it's not really on the top of my list. But every time I see a book, I will try to catch it. So here's the funny thing: you just said that because I look it up on the wall, and I don't know if I had this book or didn't have the book. I said, you know what? The price looked all right. He gave me a deal on it, so check this out. So I did pick up Transformer #1. All right, newsstand. This is, of course, one out of the 4 limited issue ones. So I picked that up off the wall. I think he was selling that book for about $50, but he didn't charge me $50. He charged me less. So I picked that up. Then I picked up this nice looking Batman issue 382. I always love Batman with the blue, with the gray, with the yellow. To me, it just pops off the cover. And I picked up Batman 385. All right, these were $5 books, guys. $5 books, So that's what I picked up from there. And I had another box somewhere else. So I picked up this JSA 73. Reason why I picked that up because of the cover with Shazam on there. That's just badass right there. Look at that. I says $5. I was to pick it up. Then I picked up this Flash. This was in there for issue 281. $5. Goodness. Conditions are awesome. All right. Had to pick up another G.I. Joe issue 50. Might as well, right? Can't pass up on the G.I. Joes. G.I. Joe 48. And G.I. Joe 59. So a lot of stuff I picked up there. You know, again, most of my money was already spent at this time. The time I was looking for books, but you know, I still you can still find some good deals, and I've got a couple of more books. This is gonna be the end of what I found. All right. I found this X-Men number 17 annual. All right. Wasn't expensive at all. And then I picked this up. This was in the dollar box. It's not for me. As soon as I saw the cover, I know somebody who's a big fan of this character. So this is going to be a gift on AOK or whatever you want to call it for a friend of mine. I might as well just say it's going to be Biggs. Godzilla number 3, King of the Monsters. Dark Horse. Found that for $1. So I figured, you know, if he ain't got it, or maybe he does, figured maybe he wouldn't mind another copy. So I picked that up for him. And then I picked up Miles Morales Spider-Man, number 25. All right. My man Arsenio, the art chemist, asked me if this book was there. He said yeah. So he told me to pick up a copy for him, which I did. And I might as well pick up a copy for myself. So 1 copy is for Arsenio. All right. Miles Morales 25, Homage 2021 convention, the comic mint. So I got that from the comic booth. Yes. So that's what I picked up. What's up, guy? What's going on? What's happening? So, like I said, my wife went looking for something at the con. She asked me to go help her to see what it was, and she did something for me which I wasn't expecting. She got me something that I wasn't really looking into, but I was happy to get, because she kept asking me when we go out to cons and signings and stuff, she's wondering why people were bringing this item to get signed. And I said, it's pretty cool, you know. And if you guys don't know, that my main character when I started comics was my man Captain America. So what did my wife do? This is what she did. There you go. She bought me a Captain America shield. She said for me to start taking this and get some signatures on it like the other guys are doing. So I'm glad to have this. So shout out to the wifey. This is definitely an awesome gift. I was shocked, and you know, what can I say to the wifey, man? Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. That was a massive gift. I wasn't expecting it. She is a keeper. Yes, indeed, she is. She is a keeper. She surprised me with that, and you know, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Moonbase, what's up, man? Yeah, hell yeah, great gift. Thank you for coming down, man. Appreciate it. What's up, Wingate 3? Hello, man. Thank you for coming down. Again, megacon. I don't know. Has anybody in the chat have been to megacon, or if they're asking if they ever want to go? Say, I would say yes. Do it as an experience. Check it out. You know, go to different cons, because I always say go to different cons, because you never know what type of books are there that people either already have, and then I can, you know, get another copy, or they might bypass. Everybody has different tastes. You know, some places sell out different books than other places sell out books, or they didn't get enough on this place did, you know. So the options to go to different states to look for certain books, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you'd be like looking at yourself when you're diving into a box and says, how is this book still here? You know, you can't find it nowhere where you at. Tag Comics says, never been, going to Rose City Comics Con in Portland, Oregon. Cool. When's that Rose City? And how many days is it? And sub BLC Comics and Culture, what is up, man? Thank you for coming down. Really appreciate it. Again, you know, MegaCon was exciting. It waited so long for it to come. It finally came, and it blew right by me. And I had an awesome time. But I think my wife had a great time too, because she took my grandson to the pool a couple of times, but they had to get kicked out of the pool because every time it rained, they don't, you know, you can't stay in the pool because, you know, lightning and everything. So they got kicked out more than once from the pool. So, you know, it did pour rain. But the good thing about my hotel, like I said, my hotel was basically across the street. Once I got the hang of where everything was and how to get there, I started getting easier and easier how to get to the con and back, which was pretty cool. So in my hotel, you can walk out through the front, right, entrance, and then walk across the street through the traffic lights to get to the convention center. That's how it was. I mean, it's pretty long to get there. But inside my hotel, you can walk inside through my hotel to the other entrance. Like I said, it was more than one entrance. That one entrance will take you outside, take you to a escalator. You take the escalator. The escalator takes you to a bridge. The bridge takes you straight across, nice and safe. You don't have to wait for a traffic light or waiting for somebody to hit you. Get to the other side. Now, usually that bridge will take you inside, but again, like I said, COVID closed all the other entrances, and you have to go through the main entrance. But once you walk across the street, there is an elevator you could take down to the main floor on the outside, or that you could just walk down the staircase. You walk out the staircase, the entrance is right there. So it took me a while to figure that out, and then when I walked back to the hotel, I did, you know, went back the same way. So this way I didn't have to cross the street in the, you know. And look to the bridge, because at one point it was pouring rain, and when I walked across the bridge, I didn't get wet. So big plus. September 10, 11, 12, and I'm going on the 10th, taking a short box for 6. Ooh, short box. Well, let me see. I took 18 books to get signed, so I don't know if you're gonna beat me on that or come close, but good luck. Hopefully everything turns out well. Are you just getting them signed, or are you also going to get them signed and graded? That's a good question. And who are you getting signed? BLC, are you going to New York Comics? No, I'm not. Comics and Culture. I am bypassing New York Comic Con this year. Reason why is because I did megacon last weekend. I just did Little Giants this Saturday, which I have to do another show and show you what I picked up there. Then in September, I am going to, if you guys don't know, there's a King Kong con in New Jersey on September 25th. It's a one-day event. Okay, a lot of people are going to be there. Definitely check that out. Don't let that bypass you. And in October, I'm already booked to go to Baltimore Con, so that's the reason why I'm going there. I filled a short box of books. I plan to get signed. All right. Well, I got all my 18 books signed and graded. All right. So if you guys want to hang on to your hat, because I'm going to give you numbers now of what I dished out. Ooh. Says, okay, maybe I see you in Baltimore. Well, I'm going to Baltimore, so hope to see you there, Comics and Culture. Definitely. So, signings alone. All right. This means just dishing out the money for these guys to sign my books. These are the artists, right? I dished out over $700 worth of SIGs. The most expensive was Shatner. Shatner was $100 a SIG. So he signed 2 books. So that was $200. And then George was another $80 a piece. So he signed 2 books. So just between those 2 guys signing my books, it was $360. And then the rest were all the rest of regular SIGs from all the other artists. So it was over $700 for that alone. Then I sent all the books to get graded, and just the paperwork and just to hand them in and stuff like that was another $500 just for that. Now, once these books get to CGC, then they're gonna hit me for, of course, you know, all the books. So I ballpark figure with that, probably we're looking at maybe another $400 or $500, I would believe. So the first day was really, really hard. It really hit me hard. There was a lot of books. Let me see. Tat says, not sure on slabbing, I'm guessing. Getting my uncle Randy, Brian, Michael Bendis, Frank Cho, Jeff. Just to name a few. What's up, Big Herm Stations, everyone? Big Herm, what's happening? So yeah, so the first day I was kind of broke, man. Kind of broke. Hit me hard. If you guys don't know, in New York, we accept recycling bottles and cans, which I do a lot. I know a lot of people don't do that, even though I got a job, but I do it anyway because it's tax-free money. And what I do is I take my cans and bottles, I take it to the recycle center, I ask for the change, I take the change, and I put them in my coin jar that I have here. And after a while, just keep doing it. So I cashed in before the trip because I know I was going to spend a lot of money. So on just the bottles and cans alone, I saved up about $600. So if I spend $700 on steak, that $600 was already gone. All right, and then I saved up another amount from my my auctions, and that money was basically that, and my bottle money was already gone in one day. So you're looking at over, let's see, I put in 12, say $1,800 in one day. Was gone like that. Let's see, Texas. Yeah. So, after that, you had to, ease back a little bit. So hanging out and meeting everybody, having time, meeting a lot of great people, and had a great time. So one of my main goal in Orlando megacon was to find, if you guys should notice, if you see my IG page, I'm a big Deceased fan. All right, hold on one second. I use my recycling money for the same thing. Books trip that I'm telling you, man, people are sleeping on that. They sleeping. It's gold. They don't know. So my main goal on the top of my list, my number one thing was to find my last Deceased book to complete my run. And the reason why this was the main place to find it is because it was an exclusive for the 2019 megacon book, the silver foil cover from Greg Capullo. So I figured somebody there can actually even have it or seen it or show me a picture, because I don't know if the book is real. So that was my main goal, to find that book. The second thing was doing my SIGs. Now I know everybody's gonna ask me, did I find the book? Did I find the book? I asked a lot of people. People either didn't know about the book. I showed them pictures. They haven't known anything about the book. So it was looking really grim. So I was talking to Lenny from Spy Works. He says, listen, you want to find a book? I'll tell you where to go find the person who knows if this book is real or they have the book. He said, go to Jason Comment, and he'll let you know. So my hopes were and I give it a shot. So I walked over. I asked him. I showed him the picture. The good thing is, he said that one thing he says the book does exist. So that's great, awesome news. All right, but I can never find it. Never on eBay. I asked the Instagram if anybody even had the book. Show me a picture if it exists. Nobody showed him. So he says it does exist. He just don't know where it is. So fine. Says, So he says, I'll look for it, and if I have it, we'll make a deal. So I was okay. So, he was busy there the whole 4th day. It was just massive business going on. So, I asked him, I believe, like on the last day, when I said goodbye, he says his son was looking for it. They looked at some books, but it's not the right cover he was looking for, but they still have to look for it. But he assures me that he has it somewhere. It's buried. He says he gets copies of everything, especially he's from Orlando, so I have a good chance he has it. So I haven't heard from him yet, but I did talk to him on Saturday. He was at Little Giants, and nice. I'll tune in by the time to hear the conclusion of the story. So I talked to him. He goes, yeah, he hasn't found it yet, but he will give me a call if I have it. So my hopes is still high, but the good news is somebody said it does exist. So that's out of the question. Now the problem is trying to get my hands on one. So stay tuned for that story. Hopefully, when I get it, I'll be happy as shit, because I was gonna ask Greg Capullo, who was supposed to be there because it's his cover, to ask him if the book exists, but he canceled. So I got my answer. So at least I got half good news that the book exists. Don't have it yet, but I still have a shot. Did I get my book signed? I got my book signed on everyone that showed up. I did have more books to take with me to get signed for people who canceled, but thank God they didn't, because I didn't know it was going to be this crazy and this amount of money. It's a lot. It's a lot. So that was, that was it. Then it was time to go home. Pure hell. Traffic was no joke. It was worse going home than coming. The weather was like rain, stop, didn't rain, dry. And I don't understand this. I don't know if anybody, but what is it with, I hate to say this, but down south, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, all you guys, a lot of two-lane highways. If you guys don't know, in the rule book, there is a rule in driving in a two-lane highway, slower traffic goes to the right, passing lane on the left. So this way, you don't pass on your blind side. That's the reason why they do the rule. But for some crazy odd reason, people love to drive on the left side with nobody in front of them for miles and holding everybody up that don't want to move over and let the traffic go by. Meanwhile, there's like 100 cars behind you. And the only way to get by you is they have to get to the right side and have enough space to get, around you before the other truck or car blocks you off. Okay. Now, you're driving in the left lane and you see these cars getting by you on the right side, and then they go right in front of you in the left lane. And then you see them taking off. You would think common sense will say, well, all these people are let me get out of the way. Let me go in the right. No, absolutely not. They stay in the left lane. Then you drive up and then you run into another guy. Another person does the same thing, holding up traffic, and then you try to get around. I pass more people on the right-hand side, okay, through my, it's incredible. You was better off driving on the right-hand side than driving on the left, all right, to get by all these people that just, I don't know, it's common sense, or is a rule down south that you could do this, I don't know. But people, please, if you're driving, passing on the left, not on the right. So get out of the left lane. If you're holding people up, and especially if you're looking dead in front of you and you don't see anybody in front of you, move over, get out of the way, let the traffic go by. Because once you do that, people, traffic can move a whole lot better. Get that traffic moving instead of everybody trying to get around you and holding everybody up, and don't feel too bad, because there's a lot of you guys down there that were doing the same thing over and over and over again. Okay. Saw it in Florida, saw it in Georgia, saw it in North and South Carolina, and I saw it in North Carolina. They were all doing the same thing on a two-lane highway. Okay. It made no sense to me. I told my wife, I was like, look at this. I swear to God, I wish if I wasn't driving, I would have videotaped my drive to show you how many times I passed on the right-hand side. Okay. It was incredible. It was just, I don't know. It made no sense to me. All right. And there's signs that you pass by. It says, slow traffic, move to the right, and pass on the left. No. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Here, people fly on the left. We boogie on the left. Even if we're flying on the left lane, you still find somebody who's even faster than you. You see them coming up in your mirror. Okay, you move over anyway. You're probably still going over the speed limit, but he's flying. You let him go by you, and then you go right back into the left lane. And you just continue on again, and that guy just keeps flying in. But traffic moves for some reason down there. You guys are holding traffic up, and you guys making it worse. All right, and it's like you don't care, which makes I don't understand why. So let me go over. I don't know if anybody jumped in, but I'm gonna quickly go through my books again that I picked up. Miles Morales, all right, 25 exclusive. Okay, one copy was mine and one is for the alchemist. He gave me the money for, so I picked that up for him. I always try to do as much favors as I could. Let's see. Tad says, sorry, bro, gotta pick up the kids. Oh, no problem, man. Tad, thank you for swinging by. Here's a Godzilla book I picked up. AOK to my man Biggs, he's a big Godzilla fan. Then I picked up this X-Men 17, the Executioner. All right. Had to pick up a G.I. Joe 59, G.I. Joe 48, giant size G.I. Joe number 50, 281, The Flash. Oh, these were $5 books, but of course I didn't pay $5. So Puff, what's going on? Seeing y'all can a good dude. Too bad he likes the Cowboys. Yeah, I agree. Figured, you know, everybody has their downfalls. JSE 73, going over some books here. 385, Batman. 382, Batman. Transformer #1, New Stain. Peter Parker, 120. The anniversary issue. DC Presents #1, Superman and Flash, $5. Here's a Transformer 65. 64 Transformers. 118, G.I. Joe. Batman 342. And I picked up from Greg Horn. Lucid Sink Ships, G.I. Joe. All Greg Horn inclusive. And I Want You. Join the United Snakes of America. The Baroness. Greg Horn cover. Awesome right there. All right. This is Alex Ross. Batman #1 Harley Quinn. Foil cover. This was that exclusive one that they were selling. Then, of course, I picked up Batman 608, second print. Foil cover, Jim Lee. Delato #1. Wolverine #1 Delato. Square bound book. Got another one that came in the bag. Didn't even know I bought one. Then I picked up also a Batman 1 foil C cover, I believe. Foil cover. And then the one that came in the bag. Didn't even know it was in there. So those were my picks. Sweet books. Thank you so much, Puff Comics. Yeah, so nice little haul. Like I said, 18 books got signed. 18 books are going to go get graded. So classic Jim Lee Batman art. Yes, awesome. Got to have that. Jim Lee nailed it when he did the Batman in that series, if you didn't pick up. So I got 18 books. Who the hell knows when I'm going to get those 18 books back? It'll probably be by next year. So you'll probably see it in 2022 when I do an unboxing for that. So hopefully they come back great. Puff, yeah, Meg, my God. Yeah, it was awesome to meet everybody. Oh, Shiny Big Herm says yes. So everything was a lot of shiny covers, classic books that they had, and of course the Funko Pop that I picked out. And again, guys, don't forget, anytime super chat or super sticker, you'll be entered to win this. All right, so my girl Jessica got an entry already for a video for today. And doing that, and of course, guys, I'm also doing my free giveaway video. To enter that, you must go on my free video to enter, and this is what I'm giving out. All right, a Black Panther, Captain America. These are action figures, guys, that are inside the box. You get one Black Panther and a Captain America. That's right, there is two in here. All you have to do is go enter on the video, and you'll be entered. And if you didn't see my video, the videos I did at MegaCon, I did bring one of these with me, and I did a special wheel for only the people that were there. So this way I can hand it to them. And the winner was Foreign Comics. He won his. You can see that I also posted a picture on IG, him winning it. And I also brought down a slab with me, a Nova #2 6.5. I sold it for $25 for the first person that asked for it me at MegaCon that was there. And the winner was Grunt Comics. He was the first one that hit me up, says he'll take it, and he got it, gave it to him right then, no shipping whatsoever. So that was it, man. I met everybody, had a great time. Will I do it again? Tough to say. Would love to, but I'm gonna try to do, if I can do it again, but I'm gonna try to do other cons too. I'm going Baltimore for my second time, so eventually. But I would like to do a C2E2 con, and I would like to do a Heroes Con that's in North Carolina one day, but it's canceled this year, so that's out. And I'm hitting a lot of small little cons. So like I said, I've been busy. I got to do another video and show what I picked up at Little Giants, which was just this Saturday. So I had to drive for that one. That was like another 6-7 hour drive. I went by myself on that one. And then September, I'm going for one day in Jersey, which is close. You know, for King Kong Con. That's going to be awesome. And in October, I'm already booked for Baltimore. So yeah, it's cons. I'm, you know, buying a lot of stuff, and I gotta have some dough. So it's gonna take me a while to collect bottles and that everything. And I haven't had time to do an auction. It's kind of helping me because the delay times of my grading books coming back are taking so long. I sent in 2 orders in June. In June 26th, according to my tracking number, I got there in June 26th, and it's still not in the system. It's not even in the system, and it's close to being 2 months. All right. So imagine if it until it gets into the system, they're not counting the days. So I'm already losing close to 2 months waiting time for them to even post the damn crap. And they just finished. They just shipped out my 6 or 8 book order from March. They finally shipped it out, and I had to call and tell them, said, listen, I'm actually past my working days. Is there any way you can rush this? They said they'll look into it. It took like a week or 2. I was going to call them back, but it looks like they finally got to it. I didn't look at the grades, but they will be here tomorrow. So we'll be doing a CGC unboxing to see what it was that I sent, because it's been since March. You know, hopefully there's some stuff in there that either I'm going to keep or sell. I don't know, but I do have already a short box right here on the floor of graded books ready to be sold on. Yeah, not in the system, figure drawing, not in the system. They have a link in CGC where you can put your tracking number of your receipt, and it'll show when they received it. Now, here's the funny part is, okay, you use the tracking number on the United States Postal Tracking Service, right? It tells you when they delivered it, okay? According to them, it was delivered June 26th, all right? June 26th. So went to CGC. Late, I call the lady. The lady tells me, says, listen, there's a thing that you can put the tracking number down, and it'll show when they received it. Okay. So I did that. You know what it told me? No info. That means it never got to my box. And this was already a month already there. Okay. So I did it again, probably like 2 weeks after when I first originally did it. Now it shows that the tracking number is saying that they have the package. Okay, now that's saying they have the package, but when I go into the system, it still does not show that they checked it in. So it's the checking systems used to be a lot quicker, but now it's just like massive slow. All right. CGC needs way more staff. Listen, I don't know how much more they need because they're not representing at the con. At the megacon, they didn't have any booth. All right. They figured that they let all the third parties do all the work for them. So they didn't have to spend any of their people there on a booth to do anything. And let me tell you something. The third party booths were packed. There was people getting signed with all these guys. It was a madhouse when it comes to signed books. And CBCS was also, they had a booth and they were busy too. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on. But if you have seen Gary's video guys lately, when he does the CGC unboxings, you're going to see he's been getting a lot of a lot of purple labels on books restored. I got recently, maybe one or two. So a lot of these older books are coming back restored. I don't know how true they are or if they are, but I know he found one that when he really looked at it, it did have it. So he is sending some of them to get restoration, like to get it off. You know, he's gonna crack them and get them off. So, you know, so we'll see. See how mine does. But, you know, I don't like purple labels either, but, you know, if you can still crack them and then get it removed anyway and then send it back again, depending on the books. And that's it, guys. I went through my books. I explained how my megacon trip was. Advice: if you're gonna go to megacon, buying the tickets, price wise, they had different prices, single day, multi-day. I had the premium, which was the second highest tier. The highest was the VIP. Okay, the VIP was the highest, and to me, the VIP was not worth paying that price for. It was, I'm sorry, but it was way too much. I believe the premium was just right enough for 4 days, and you get all the exclusives and bags. That was fine. You know, you get a couple more of the things with the VIP, but to me that was overpriced. And I bought my premium badges way ahead before there was even lineup like who was going to show up. It was just a gamble. All I know is I was off, and I booked it, and I booked my room, and you know I couldn't buy plane tickets to go there because the plane tickets for that time were too much money, way too much. It wasn't worth paying all that money for me, my wife, and my grandkid for round trip tickets. That was just crazy. It was cheaper to drive down there, a lot cheaper. What's up, Jay Salsa? What's up, bro? We took my wife's car. Driving wise, spending gas for the whole entire trip, I would say I spent $240. $240 from PA to Florida, and then Florida, PA back. That's how much spent on gas. All right. Plane tickets for me, my wife, and my grandson round trip, you was looking at over $1,000 easy. And I wasn't not paying no damn $1,000. Plus, I got the advantage of having a car access, you know, while I was there, so I could use the car to go out instead of getting from the plane, taking a cab, or renting a car. So I had access to the car. So you know, I had to pay for parking for the day. That was, you know, but still cheaper than renting. You know, what's up, Maria Reyes? Day, you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming down. Again, the trip was long, but you know, I think it would have been a lot better if it was just me and my wife, because my grandson was just too much on the trip. When you have a kid, you would hope he fall asleep. He only fall asleep once on the way there, but on the way back, it was crazy. But thank goodness we stopped like in North Carolina, took a little break, and headed back. But traffic was just a nightmare too coming back. But still, would I do it again? Yeah, I'm an idiot. You know, when you want to go out and have fun and look for books, you know, nothing stops. What's up, Rock City Comics? What's up, man? Nice going on. So yeah, that was my trip. But you know what? I know I went there for the books. I know I went there for the signings. I know I went there for my, you know, #1 book that I don't have that I was looking for at this con. But what made it more memorable was the people that I met. That was a lot of fun to meet a lot of guys that I have not met, and we sat down and we just talked and hung out and laughed and joked, and it was just awesome to meet all these people. You know, that's what really made it more memorable, you know, to meet a lot of people. So shout out to all the guys that I met: DLE, Grunt, Stay Puff, Steve Whiting, Comics with Bueller, Little Podcast, Bronze and Brian, okay, Lenny, Mike from Spineworks, Jason from Comic Mint, okay, 4M Comics, Rod the Rican, you know, and it was awesome. Sorry for the guys that I missed. I tried, you know, a lot of guys were there early and we missed out. So, and that's it, guys. If you guys just tuning in, again, I have to check on the rewind, show all the books that I picked up, you know, whatever I picked up on the last day. And again, hopefully when you see those 18 books come back from getting graded and signed, see what I got signed. Nothing big books, but you know. Let me see. Big Herm says Comic Book Bueller is a new guy. Well, he's not a new guy, but he's a new guy if I met him live. So he became a new guy, yeah. So yes, I did talk to Comics and Bueller for the first time face to face live. So it made him new, and we sat down, we had a nice conversation. Again, when you actually sit down, you know, personal, one-on-one, and have a conversation, you know, it's different than actually doing it online and talking in the chat. You know, but again, you know, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys can experience, you know, stuff like this too. You know, go out to not just the big cons, guys, not just the big cons, any comic book, you know, swap meet, crawl, whatever you want to call it, you know, one-day events or whatever. You're going to meet some people, stop to say hello, you know, have a little conversation, and you'd be surprised. It just makes your day. It just makes it a whole lot better. I will have to do another live show, my little Giants Con to New Hampshire trip, see what I picked up there. That was a one-day event. That was 8-hour drive, 7 hours, 6 hours or 7 hour drive. Met people there that me for the first time and see what I got there. You'd be surprised. And that's awesome. You enjoyed megacon. Yes, I did. Oh, and like I said, you know, I got the shield on the floor. You got to see the rewind on that. That's awesome. My wife gave to me. And yeah. And tomorrow I'm expecting a CGC unboxing. This order is from March. See what I got coming back. All right. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Please leave a comment on this video. What books you liked? Are you going to megacon? Who you like to see, you know, get signed? You know, anything that you want to write down, please do so. If you haven't subbed my channel, please do so. All right. Hit that bell, have the notification, so every time I go live, you don't miss out on anything. And again, guys, don't miss out on free stuff, man. I got a free giveaway video out there. Go check it out. Enter on that. And again, if you're looking to enter on this, anytime I go live, super chat gets you an entry. The more you do, the more you get entered. So I like to see somebody win that. Okay. And again, stay tuned. Also, I got to talk to my man, Jose Gonzalez, Spidey Pod Tumblers. He's at 200 subs. So we'll be doing a giveaway video on that. So somebody's going to win on that. So definitely go hit that video, enter on there so you don't miss out on that one and get your customized item. So thank you guys so much. So I'm going to leave you this count. Everybody be safe. Combat hunting. Peace out. Meow, meow. Peace.